have to kind of share your experiences to other entrepreneurs, startup founders in terms of how to really navigate an unknown like this, which was, the COVID-19 second wave? What would you say? Who did you rely on? What was your biggest learning in the last few weeks?
So I think people need to, one, we need to take a long-term view, and then we need to have a short-term view. I think the long-term view is going to be different for different businesses. So depending on which category you are in, which business you are in, your long-term view on your prospects could be a little different. Like I said, most digital companies should be in good shape in the long run, because people have become more digitally savvy going forward. So given that the long-term prospects, at least for digital businesses, look very, very bright, I think then, so therefore, I think one should not be cutting down on long-term investments, right? Stuff which you need to do to sort of stay competitive, build your business, get to the next level. I think some of those things should continue. Of course, you need to survive in the short term to be around when the term happens, right? So you need to survive. So the short-term story has to be about survival, has to be about focusing on the health of your employees, ensuring that everybody sort of is taken care of, ensuring that you manage sort of till the time business comes back, because business will come back. It's only a matter of time. Now, of course, if you're in a market or in a category where the long-term prospects are not bright, then you need to be a little different.
Right. And how do you kind of keep your morale high, keep your employees' morale high during this period, Hitesh?
Yeah, one, of course, like you have to keep your morale high, because you have to think positive, you have to be optimistic, you have to believe that this too will pass and that all will be okay. And we saw, what last year was like. We had a tough 3-4 months, and then everything was almost back to normal. There could be waves, there will be sort of ups and downs, but most pandemics last for maybe 2 or 3 years. We've already sort of maybe in the middle of the pandemic. Maybe things will be a lot better a year from now. Till then, like I said, you have to manage and you have to focus on what you can do, given the constraints, right? So I've learned how to cook, for example, in the last few months. I did not know how to cook earlier. What else you can do to keep yourself occupied, keep yourself busy, keep yourself motivated. As far as employees are concerned, same thing. Like I said, we have to sort of lend a helping hand to employees when the going is tough, right? And like we saw last year, our employees bounced back very strongly. Business bounced back very strongly. Everybody was out there trying to get, business in the last few months. And I think the same will happen going forward. In the meanwhile, of course, you have to be empathetic. You have to be supportive. You have to lend a helping hand. You have to communicate with them. You have to give them all possible support.